you guys? It's your girl Jay, and I'm back with another video. So as you can see, I'm not pregnant no more. Hence the reason why I'm about to tell you this story. Unfortunately, I was unable to record it, and I feel really bad because I wanted to get it all on camera and I wanted to be able to upload it as, like, you know, a memory thing for myself and for other girls who are going through pregnancy and labor and delivery for the first time, you know, because I know I was watching those my whole pregnancy, but unfortunately I was unable to capture those moments. It just went by so fast. So let me just get into it. Okay, so hold on one second. All right, she woke up. This what happened, right? So my appointment, I had an appointment on Thursday, just a regular checkup appointment. When he checked me, I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated, but I had him sweep my membrane because I was already 39 weeks pregnant, literally 39 weeks pregnant. My baby was supposed to be due Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, in 4 days, and I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated, and I just knew they was gonna have to induce me. So he swept my membrane, and just in case I didn't go into labor, they set my induction date for the following Friday, a whole week from where I was already at, meaning I was gonna go over my due date. So I was stressed out. He sent me to the hospital my last 2 appointments because I had high blood pressure, and every time I went to the hospital my blood pressure went back down and they sent me home. I even tried to, like, exaggerate the pain and say that my vision was blurry and all that, you know, all the stuff they tell you to say so that they can, you know, induce you right then and there. I tried to do all of that and they just wasn't having it. Like, they sent me home again. So Sunday I woke up, thankfully my boyfriend only works Monday through Friday, and this is the crazy part, you know, with the whole COVID-19 coronavirus going on. Saturday my boyfriend actually got laid off of work. So his boss called, let him know that they were being laid off until further notice due to the coronavirus. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So if I do go into labor, you're gonna be here and I won't have to worry about, you know, you coming from work or getting a hold of you at work. So I was like, okay, cool. The next day, Sunday, woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and was it 7? Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning. And when I went to go pee, there was blood. Like, there was blood. It wasn't a lot, but there was blood. So I didn't worry about it. Tried to go back to sleep. Went to go pee again. There was a lot of blood. Like, I was sort of on my period kind of blood, and I got nervous. I got scared. So told my boyfriend. He like, okay, let's get dressed. So we get dressed, and y'all, I was taking my time. What's wrong, mama? Yeah, wake up Saturday morning. I'm bleeding a little bit. You know, I wait a little bit to see if it calms down, or if it gets worse. It gets worse. So tell my boyfriend, we get dressed, everything. I even did his hair. We did a lot of stuff. Like, I did his hair, and I took a shower, let him get dressed, everything like that. And then we went to the hospital. So by the time we get to the hospital, it's 12 something, like 12:30 or something like that. And I let them know, like, hey, I'm bleeding. I'm not sure if this is a problem or not, but I am bleeding and I am having contractions. The contractions were not that bad at that time. They were just like mild, you know. So I'm like, and I'm having contractions. So they send me back to labor and delivery, and pretty much sent me home. Like, I was there for like an hour, maybe 2, and they ended up sending me home. So she checked me when I was in labor and delivery, and she told me that I was still only 1.5 centimeters dilated. So I'm like, oh my God, whatever. And then she's like, whenever your cervix is touched, there will be blood. So you will see more blood from me touching your cervix now. And when he swept your membrane, that's where the blood came from. So that's normal. I was like, okay. At this point, I was so irritated because I've been to the hospital 3 times. They sent me home each time, and it was getting on my nerves. Like, it was just like they didn't want to keep me at all. So at this point, I'm so irritated. My due date's tomorrow, and I'm not making no progress. So we go home. I tell my boyfriend I am not coming back to the hospital unless my water break, right? I wasn't expecting it to really break. So we go home. When we get home, no, by the time we leave the hospital, my contractions they went from like a level 4 to a level 7. Like, they went crazy, okay? So we leaving the hospital and my contractions getting worse, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm all in the car like, oh my god, this is gonna be a long day, because I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm not going into labor no time soon. I'm only 1.5 centimeters dilated. These contractions are terrible. I know I'm not going into labor no time soon. So when we get home, contractions are still bad. I try to eat something because I haven't eaten it all day. I couldn't do it. I just could not eat anything. I tried to eat some cereal, and the contractions was so bad I could not finish anything. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't want this, take it. I was probably being sort of rude to my boyfriend, you know, I'm sorry, but I probably was sort of being rude to him because he was playing a game. He over here playing the game, and when he played a game, he not listening to you. Like, he halfway hear what you saying. So I'm just like, take it, I can't take it, I can't take it. Take the cereal here, I don't want it, I don't want it. I'm about to drop the dang on bowl on the floor because that's how bad the contractions was. My boyfriend, like, he keep asking me, you okay, you okay, you okay? Like, bro, I'm as okay as I'm going to get. You done, honey? She doing a lot. She must know I'm recording. So where was I at? Sasha. There you go. Okay, so contractions. Okay, so couldn't eat anything. I get in the tub. My boyfriend ran me some warm bath water. And I'm in the tub. The tub, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, the contractions were so freaking bad. I did not, like, I didn't know what to do with my body, with myself. I tried leaning on the ball, wasn't working. I'm laying on the floor in all kinds of weird positions. Like, they were bad. So when I get in the tub and I start having contractions, it soothed me a lot. Like, I felt a lot better. I felt more calm and relaxed in the tub. Even though contractions was pretty bad, they still helped me relax a lot more than when I wasn't in the water. So then I stayed in the tub for about 1.5 hours, just, you know, in there. Keep running the hot water, just in there. Get out the tub because it started getting hot. I get out the tub, go to the bedroom, and I'm laying on the bed, and I start timing my contractions like when I left the hospital. So I kept the app on here. She won't let me be great. I started timing my contractions again around 1:46. At this time they weren't consistent. My contractions were not consistent at all, or I might have been skipping some. I don't know, I don't remember, okay? But they looked like they were like 4 to 5 minutes apart. And then I would have a big break. So I think I was skipping some, to be honest with you guys, because y'all, the pain was so real. I felt like I was on drugs or something. Like, in between my contractions, I would doze off. I would try to go to sleep, and then the contractions would wake me back up. So I think I was missing some, but I did time them. The only reason I knew to go to the hospital is because my water broke, and I think that was that 5:12 contraction. I was having a really bad contraction around that time, and my water ended up breaking. Like, I tried to turn to make myself feel better. I was like changing positions, and all I heard was like a popping sound, and my water broke. When my water broke, it was not clear. It was like green, and the doctor told me if it is green, that means she used the bathroom, right? So you gotta go to the hospital. They gotta make sure she didn't swallow any poop, all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how people do it, but when I was having that contraction and my water broke, that was the worst freaking pain. Like, it was terrible. So I couldn't even get, like, I didn't even want to get in the shower. I just like changed my underwear. I had on my boyfriend's shirt, I had on his pants, and I'm just like, we gotta go. So hospital's 20 minutes away. Water had broke. Got to the hospital at 6:09, she said. We got to the hospital at 6:09. By the time I had my baby, it was 6:49. So in between waiting for the doctor, because I had to wait for my doctor, and between them trying to hook me up to all the IVs and everything, dang, he was all up in here. In between them trying to hook me up to the IVs and stuff, and then waiting on my doctor, I want to say I probably pushed for 20 minutes, if that. To be honest, I did not know what I was doing when I was pushing. So the first few pushes was pointless, to be honest. That last push, whew. But oh, let me go back, let me rewind. Yeah, when I got to the hospital and they finally rolled me to labor and delivery, mind you, they told us I only could have one visitor. Then they told us once he's in, if he leaves, he cannot come in again. So he had to leave me to go get the stuff out the car, all the stuff out the car by himself, and then come back in. And then he couldn't leave the hospital at all. Once he was in there, they would not let him back in. So I'm like, dang, can't even go take my dog out. Luckily, I got dismissed from the hospital the day after I had her. So when I got to the hospital, I was already 9 centimeters dilated and it was time to push. So they had me change into, you know, the little robe, which, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, those contractions were so serious. While I was changing, I'm like, I need to push, I need to push. And they're like, okay, we're waiting on the doctor, we're waiting on the doctor. They didn't tell me they was gonna be hooking me up to all these freaking IVs and everything. So I get back in the bed, they trying to hook me up to the IVs. I don't know what happened, but the lady that was hooking me up to the IVs, my veins just kept blowing. They just kept blowing, and I never had that happen before. It might have been because I was in so much pain, I don't know. But I was getting so irritated with her because she was taking so long, and I need to push, I need to push. And then she asked another lady to do it. Other lady did it on this arm instead of this arm. They had me hooked up just on in my main vein right here on my elbow. And then the doctor finally came. When the doctor finally came, it was time to push, okay? So I think that the worst part of my whole labor, because I didn't get any like medication or anything, it was a completely natural, but I think the worst part to me, like the hardest part to me, the contractions, they were bad, but they don't last longer than 1 minute. Or mine didn't, I don't know. Mine lasted like 1.5 to 2 minutes. So they don't last too long, but the contractions, they are something serious, okay? I felt like I was on drugs. When I was laying there waiting for her to hook me up to the IV, I was kicking everything, okay? I don't know why they was laying stuff on my bed, trying to prepare some stuff. I don't know what they was doing, but that stuff kept getting on. I kept kicking it off the bed because I can't sit there. They want me to sit still, and I'm going through a contraction, like, hurry up. So I kept kicking stuff. I wasn't on purpose. I was just in so much pain. And I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. She's like, honey, I just need you to stop kicking for 1 second. I'm like, okay. I start kicking again. The head part was the hardest part. Once the head came out, everything else just felt like a snake. It was like, but the head, it just feel like, first of all, it don't even feel like you pushing from your little girly parts, from your vagina. It feel like you pushing from your butt, literally from your butt, like. And it just hurt so much. So it felt like it was all on fire down there. But once her head came out, everything else just felt like whoosh. I don't know, it just felt weird. It felt so weird, but I felt it, okay? I felt it. And she came out screaming, and her eyes was already open. They was already open, and she's just so pretty. I love her so much. But yeah, that was it. That was the story. While I was pushing and everything, again, like I said, I felt like I was on drugs. I kept going in and out of like reality. Like every time I opened my eyes, I felt like it was more people in the room. Not people, but more nurses and doctors in the room. I'm super happy I didn't get the epidural because I was up and walking literally like maybe an hour or two after I had her. They kept trying to put me in wheelchairs and stuff and trying to help me do everything, and they're just like, you're up and walking already? And I'm like, yeah girl, I am. I think that's why they ended up sending us home the next day. So we was only in the hospital for like a day. No, for literally a day. They ended up sending us home the next day. We went home at night because we was waiting on one of the tests to come back or something like that. But we signed our discharge papers at like 6, to be honest. So we was ready to go. But yeah, we went home at nighttime. And my baby was really, really healthy. And she's really healthy now. So I'm super happy. One day y'all gonna see her, but not right now. Not right now, she naked, so she gotta get dressed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna finish feeding my daughter. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.